watching paint dry. Today I'm going to go over how you clean an oil brush. First of all, I just got done priming with oil primer. So the first thing I did was I cleaned all the primer out of my cutting pot and put it back into the bucket of primer. Now, I've got my brush, I've got a cutting pot full of sticky, oily paint on the edges. Put about that much thinner in. This is called my first rinse. Jam that brush down in there. Work it around. Use the brush to clean all the sticky primer off the edges of the bucket. Okay, I've got the bucket kind of cleaned out. I've got the brush kind of initially cleaned out. Now what I've got here is an old empty paint can, and in here I keep what I call dirty thinner. Take this first rinse, dump it in there. Now it's time for your second rinse. Again, mash that brush around, kind of get the edges of the bucket a little bit more. Now I've got a wire brush, and I'm going to take this wire brush, I'm going to get all the little goopy, hard paint off the base of the bristles here, where it tends to kind of gather. Give it another rinse. Dump it in my dirty thinner bucket. Now, I'm going to grab a clean bucket, which I forgot to set out here for the video. I'm going to dump in what I call my third rinse, and this will be the final rinse. Usually with 3 rinses, you can get an oil brush pretty clean. It might take 4. And how you tell is, you lift it up, squeeze it like that. If you still see paint running down the handle, then it's still dirty. So I'm going to do one more clean rinse. There we go. Now it's getting clean. That looks good. Now, I'm not going to throw this dirty thinner away. What I'm going to do is let it sit in this bucket, and all the sediments in it will settle to the bottom. And then the next time I'm cleaning an oil brush, I can use this thinner as my first and second rinse. It'll just pour right off the top, and it'll actually be pretty clean. So as long as you keep recycling it like that, you really won't go through very much thinner. You only need to use new thinner for maybe your third or fourth rinse. Final thing I'm going to do with this brush is I'm going to spin it like that inside the bucket. I'm going to take my brush comb, give the bristles a little hit like that. Now I've got a clean brush. Now you can go to my website, howtopaintahouserite.com, and get a lot of helpful information about painting your house, as well as a whole series of videos that I've created to help you paint your house right.